Hi guys, Uri here. Let's get on with this Mac. So now we need to think about the opening for the backbone, right? For this, for this thing. And we need to think of some kind of a cool connection between these two elements, right? So what I was thinking is that we could actually cut it. So we could slice it here as such. Like that. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. And let me see. We could slice it a bit deeper. Maybe here. Let me see that. A little bit deeper. Like this. There we go. And then let's apply this here. So sharpen this. Let me see. Then we're gonna slice it here like this. Deeper here. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna build some connectors here. So let me think. Let's bevel this so we can see the form better. Also, let's turn the cavity on. Cavity always improves the visibility and sort of form of the thing. Two verts in here. We're gonna have to fix this, and here as well. So in fact, no, we're gonna move this the other way around, up, so this line remains straight. Let's see that. Let's see that. We could create some mechanism on top over there that plugs into the skull, meaning we could go from the back and let's grab this back of this bot here, and let's actually carve something like this in here. Okay, so let's carve two openings in here, and they're not gonna be really visible from this angle, but that's okay. Then let's grab this one and let's actually cut it inside here like this. Let's bevel this a little bit. Okay, and then mirror this to the other side. So press X to reset the mirror and just mirror to the other side. So now this kind of fits on top of this, you see, on top of this this structure. In fact, this could go a little bit wider in here. So what we could do is grab this cutter, right, and make it a bit more narrow. I mean wide, sorry, like that. Okay, there we go. Now what we're gonna do is we still need, this is a little bit too high here. Okay, this one. So what we're gonna do is we're going to actually bevel this, right, like this. All right, this is gonna, it's gonna be a bevel here. It's a little bit too deep, but it's okay, we're gonna fix it later. So see, I would need to move this cutter, there you go, to remove this artifact, but that's okay. So now the only thing is that I don't like this slope, I really don't. This should be far more aggressive. So what we're gonna do instead, we're gonna try to chamfer this and see if chamfering gonna produce a better effect. There we go. See, now you can see some opening at the back. Now we're talking. So let's grab this one and actually angle it. Okay, so let's rotate it like this, right, and move it a little bit deeper. So move it deeper here. Okay, and we're gonna have to slice it here like this, right, so it doesn't affect the bottom part. Yeah, there we go. Now we got the opening here, everything looks peachy. So is this cutter actually straight? This cutter is not straight, right? What we can do, we can actually mirror it. So do something like this, apply the mirror, right? And you can remove this edge from the middle, which will make it straight. There you go. And now it's straight. So we got the opening at the bottom, we got the opening at the top. Now all we need to do is actually drill a hole in it. So let's switch to object and drill a hole in the middle here. So do something like this and go across it and make it a bit smaller and bring it, actually here is fine. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna shift pull to slash. That's perfect. Slash is perfect. And let's see, and that should do. So let's grab this thing, and in fact, before we do anything, let's remove this and remove this cutter from the equation. That's one. Let's apply the modifier, and we're going to S. In fact, you know what, we could use machine tools, flatten tool. Yeah, so this is mirror, that's why it didn't work. So do it same thing here and flatten, and Bob's your uncle. Now there is some problem in here, so run 3 from machine tools, they should clean it up. Let's actually apply mirror and see what's going on in here. Double vert, you know, just clean it like this, and you're cool. And the same thing here, and we're cool. Now we need to extrude it a little bit out, but before we do that, let's actually chamfer this. So what's going on in here? The bevel is too big, I think, so let's reduce the bevel. And let's then chamfer this. Still getting problems. Run cleanup and chamfer this. Still getting problems. Okay, we got some double verts in here or something, so we need to check it. Still got some double verts, so let's see that. This seems fine to me. Well, it's not fine. There are some problems in here. See, there we go. That's the one. How about now? Perfect. Okay. I could run the joint verts, but I don't know why. I just don't like using it. Don't ask me why. Just I don't. It was actually better, I think, in 7.9, because in 7.9 it was just one click, and in this one you just have to fiddle with is, I don't know. It's more accurate, I know, but it's just annoying. So that's why I don't like using it. Okay, so for the time being, we can do something like this. In fact, this is a little bit too weak. This is gonna look better. Yeah. And for the time being, we can leave it like this. And in fact, we could copy this, let's remove this one and copy this down, and let's actually rotate it together and see how we gonna do. The boolean wasn't applied, so let's apply everything. Smart apply, right? And then let's copy this here. So like this, and let's see. Where's my? Wait a minute. Where's my? What happened to my boolean? Fascinating. I think by mistake it got removed. I thought I removed it only from the one of these. Where is this cutter here? Oh, did I delete it by mistake? Fine, I'll do it again. Don't know where this cutter went to, so I'm just gonna cut it again with box. And bevel it. There you go. And let's go to this view, and yeah, I want it to be open, but I want to cut it in the bottom So, you know, remove this here. So that should do. And let's move this a little bit in or out so it doesn't interfere too much with this part here. Let's see. This would be the ideal solution, I think, for it. So let's see if we can move this a little bit higher. If it's gonna be better. Nope. Okay, so let's apply this bevel here. Wait a minute. There we go. The order was just messed up, and this is a bit too deep, so move it in here, and that's fine. That's quite alright, and all I need to do is, you know, mirror this to the other side, and let's apply the mirror and remove this junk, and we should be fine. Nope. So let's apply everything from the top: bevel, boolean, mirror, and then remove this. There we go. So now we can apply it in here. And remove this cutter from the equation. And now when we're gonna copy this, it should copy together with this cut. Yeah. There you go. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. So we need to align it in a way that we can see this cut, you see. So let's remove all these. I guess we don't need them. And we can simply... You can use Alt D instead of Shift D, which will create different types of copies that will allow you to copy materials. I mean, if you because when you Shift D, you create a second, new object. But when you use Alt D, you also copy, but you create actually an instance of this object. Meaning, you can change material, for example, of one of them, and the rest will update. So if you update one of these copies, every single one of them is gonna get updated. So it's pretty convenient. In many situations. So let's run it up to here. Something like this should do, right? Perfect. Now, of course, it's too wide, so we will need to start narrowing this down a little bit. So let's go to the back view and start, start shrinking it a bit. So shrink this one a little bit and grab this one and, shrink this one too, maybe. Yep. Shrink it down. How are we looking? We're looking pretty peachy. So now we can shrink this one down. So SX and make this one smaller, and then we can make this one smaller, and then we're gonna make this one smaller, and then make this one smaller. Also, this one needs to go outside a little bit and get rotated maybe like this. There we go. That's pretty cool. And this one looks good. This one needs to be narrow. I mean narrower. Like this, and this one too. We can leave them at the same, you know, size at the very bottom. It's okay. I mean, we can actually make them a tiny bit smaller. Maybe, you know, make this one a bit smaller. So SX just a tiny bit smaller, right? So this could be still shrunk a bit, and then gonna grab this one and make this one smaller just a little bit. So this one could be shrunk a bit too. Right, and we should be fine. So let's save it. I'm not sure about the front yet, what we're gonna do in the front, but we're gonna think about it later. At the moment, what we could do is we could slice it. So, you know, do something like this for the time being, yeah, which is perfect. In fact, yeah, that's cool because it's inside, right? So that's okay. That's all right. Yeah, that's acceptable. Okay. So this would be, you know, kind of like a block out of our spine. There's still a lot of work to do on it. A lot of work to be done on this one, but more or less, you know, that will be it. And I think in the next video we're gonna tackle this this neck actually separate from the spine. I thought we're gonna be doing the neck, but actually I started with a spine because I think the spine will determine how the neck's gonna look. So catch you next video, guys.